testing.
No, well, it's testing. That's why we only have one microphone. Well, this is our first hamburger and French fry IndyCar show of the year, Seb. How you doing? Huh? Seal Master Bourdais, he's back. How you doing, brother?
Doing good, you?
And of course,
why is it that somebody's...
whenever you and I start, an engine starts.
Well, I guess it's fitting, it's racing, right?
I would hope an angel would get their wings, but instead it's an engine starting. Well, you just took off your jacket. You might see behind us that it's kind of wet. We have umbrellas. I think we lost the day, Seb, but tell me about your morning and what's it like coming back here after many years.
Yeah, I mean, it's the place is always different, you know. Obviously, like we were talking to a couple of fans, and back in 03, 04, the pavement was on its way down, and the grip was really low, and you know.
Back then.
Yeah, then obviously we're in 69s, I think, in qualifying with option tires. A few years back, we came back with the panos, and the track had just been repaved at the end of 06 or something, I think, and then in 07 we came with those new cars and rolled around and beat the track record, and you know, we're doing 65s. And yeah, I guess 12 years later, the track has lost quite a bit of grip, so not unpredictable for sure. And then there's a new pavement that's coming, I think next year, they're saying.
Hopefully, the county board still has to propose and vote on it, but that we hope for 2020.
So yeah, I mean, you do the track walk and you can see it's really rough and been you know, just peeled off, and there's a lot of asphalt missing, but yeah, it's so basically the grip is very low right now, if that's where I'm going with it, and we're running around in 71 seconds. So one could argue that's probably the best grip that we're gonna have, but it could also get a little better with the option Firestone tires and stuff like that. So trying to get yeah, back in the groove, trying to get an idea of ride heights and you know, correlate a little bit with the sim, make sure that we got some better baselines. Because, you know, with the number of years that have gone by, nobody really had anything, you know, that was coming anywhere close to what the place is like. Yeah. So definitely can use that now, and yeah, it's looking better. We got a good idea of what works, what doesn't, and where we need to go with it. But yeah, it looks like we've pretty much lost the racetrack, and there should be a kind of a steady drizzle from here on out. So, well, I guess we got something. Something's better than nothing.
So knowing that temperature isn't optimal, track conditions aren't optimal, were you still able to get a feel for this 2018 Universal Aero Kit, this new engine that's never been here before? Is it something you can enjoy? I mean, how does the car feel in general going around here?
I think it's a really big challenge right now. Like, you know, when you're that far off the pace compared to what, you know, the track kind of, well, what you were used to at some point, it's like the limit comes at you really quick, and so you're skating, sliding around, making a lot of mistakes, and then it's really grabby and sketchy, and so yeah, for us right now, I mean, at least on our side, it's a little tricky, so I can't say that right now I'm super excited, but we got work to do. We got some ideas, and you know, that's why it was kind of good to come once and get a feel for it and get some baselines and ideas. Then the team will have time to work on it and come back in the pre-race kind of testing scenario. So. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. I think, you know, overall, it's always a place that's been racing hard.
Yeah.
Because there's really not much time to just get out of the wake and get the things breathing and going in the straights, because the straights are really short. But I mean, you know, there's a lot of real big die-hard fans around here, and that's what's so cool about Laguna. So really, I think just like everybody else, we're just excited to come back here and yeah, just getting on with the program and kind of already getting an eye on the end of the season.
Wow. So speaking of getting on with the program, we had Will Power, who lost an engine 5 or 10 laps into his morning, so he wasn't very happy. So he wanted to go look at the corners, so we just climbed in the back of his rental car and went around to some corners, so that was fun. Spoke with Larry Foyt, who had their cars on track, sitting on pit lane, and decided to pack up and leave before turning a lap, thinking that they wouldn't get in enough running time. We'll see if that ends up paying out the way they'd hoped. We've had some spins, haven't had any crashes for what's kind of a half day of testing. It's been a pretty packed thing, man.
Yeah, I think, you know, we kind of shot out of the cannon a little bit, all of us at 8 o'clock, and I was really shocked that everybody was on track. There was still water kind of crossing down the turn 9 region there, and I was like, man, they're all going for it. Well, okay, well, I guess we're not gonna take matters in our hands, and you know, just kind of just cleaning the track and drying it with the cars. So usually you don't see that, but everybody had a pretty good idea that coming to 1 p.m. it was gonna be that. So yeah, we still got a fair amount of laps, and I think we did 49 laps or something like that. So. And then we got a couple of things we want to try. So if there's a steady drizzle, we'll still pound around for sure and try and learn a couple of things.
All right, we are. This is it. I'm not going to do a second one. These things take me forever to edit. So this is the French Friend Hamburger Show. I know.
It's crazy.
I was supposed to get up at 4:32, but I had an alarm problem and didn't wake up till 6. So the laziness accusation is true. All right, Bourdais. Thanks, brother.